Why is it still there?
It's LaPlum. It's LaPlum, who is in our winner's bracket right now.
Oh, okay. That makes a little more sense.
So yeah, like the PRs with how this tournament is shaking up are like absolutely seem to be dead on. 100% correct, at least so far. We almost saw Serenity end up taking out KeithThePooPoo on the left side. We've seen some solid Ulgrims today. I would say Keith is definitely one of the top Ulgrims, and then like Serenity is probably one of the other ones. But Himwy is actually making a legend swap here and coming in with the Zol pick. We've seen Zol previously, but it wasn't Himwy.
Yeah, I was about to point that out. Definitely an interesting swap for Himwy here, especially in game number 1. I guess just trying to feel out the ledge a little bit, see how it works against this red team of Keith and taxiivation. Oh, the nice follow-up on that dare. There we go. Ground pound's gonna connect. That's Keith stock, bro. Oh, still putting pressure. No, taxiivation's gonna come up with a recovery. Everybody survives that somehow, some way. Serenity coming back over on stage, saring his way over, gonna catch a nair off of taxiivation spear. Himwy coming back up on stage, but cannot get that weapon in his hand. Finally gonna go ahead and get that X.
Yeah, and we took like probably a clean 35 to 40 damage before he was able to grab that axe, and he took it very quickly. He does, of course, have a lot of defense on his side and even more strength on his side. Getting back over to the main platform. Even that D-Light almost took out taxiivation in the top right, but not enough just yet. The side air back onto the stage, completely splitting the red team. They get the KO onto taxiivation. Can they clean up Keith here?
No, he's gonna go ahead and evade his way out, use that soft platform, catching Serenity over on the right side. The nair is gonna come in just a little shallow, but no, a punish on him. Keith getting caught up in that cannon from Himwy. Big Sair is gonna send Keith all the way over. Serenity not able to catch a landing, but Himwy is gonna fall. It is gonna be his stock, and we got a very close game number 1.
Dude, he went for the GC side sig. He went for the 1-block vertical jump for the beef, and he should have gone for the chicken there. He should have been a lot more safe with that. He ended up falling into the void, into parkour prison.
In the parkour prison. We've all been there a time or two. Sarah from Himwy is gonna go ahead and confirm that final stock on taxiivation, and it is all up to Keith to try and extend his final stock against these 3 that he is facing and try and come out with a dub. Might be a little difficult, especially with Himwy catching the 3-piece there. Oh, Keith gonna go ahead and confirm the stock on Serenity, but he's got another one, Sparky.
Dude, Keith is so good in the 1v2. Like, he still definitely may lose this. He has a lot of damage on this stock, but his ability to go back and forth between his opponents is so good. We saw it earlier. Himwy just barely missing that side air. It's gonna give Keith one more chance, potentially.
Nope. All right, game number 1 going to Himwy in Serenity. That gives them the momentum going into game number 2, and they are not wasting any time. They are right back to map selections. And we are not going to Demon Island. I don't believe it.
We've seen it so much today. And
going back to Apocalypse again.
One thing that we really haven't seen today is like soft platforms, which that's just sort of the way I prefer to play as well. We have a lot of players that really just don't like messing with soft platforms. They can go to Demon Island every game, they will. Even though those walls are tiny, and that's sort of like the weird thing about that, as opposed to having 3 soft platforms. People are more than willing to go to that map to stay away from soft platforms, or they'll go to APOC, which just has 1.
Yeah, APOC's a good what's the word I'm looking for? Nope, word's not gonna find my brain. Never mind, moving on.
No way! He ended up grabbing both with that
both,
instinct, and they split up 2 completely different 45-degree angles, one up and left, one up and right. It was beautifully choreographed.
Himwy, though, is gonna be the one to confirm that first stock. Nair into the missing recovery, punished by Keith. Sidelight into nair from Keith, continuing to rack up more damage here in center stage. Serenity trying to find a place to put his feet. D-Light is gonna find a home against Keith. Weapon throw, keeping the pressure off. Another D-Light from Himwy. Back and forth, the neutral here. Okay, the stock is gonna fall off of taxiivation. That's his first one. Red team still holding on to a very slight lead here, but blue team looking like they're trying to bring back this deficit. There we go. That is almost going to confirm against Keith, and not going to weapon throw up, confirm it with the side air, and that is going to be Keith's first stock.
Tax evasion, trying to evade not only just his taxes, but the blue team, and he gets around behind the IRS agent, KO off the top, and then Keith comes in and gets the full team wipe. Serenity now on final stock here. Himwy fresh on second, but lead definitely going to the red team.
Yeah, they're looking much better here in game number 2. Tax evasion, that stock gonna fall there as his sidekick brings him back on in, looking for that weapon drop. Can't find it. He found a Serenity though with the neutral light. Serenity with the dare, gonna catch Keith on that soft platform, missing with the side air though.
Oh, Serenity.
Going way deep, able to find his way back up though. Nobody's gonna contest it.
I'm surprised we didn't see like at least a weapon toss over there. Like there was a lot of space between either red team member because they were like at the middle of the stage compared to like over on the left side, since that was just like a weird thing that happened for Serenity there. So yeah, I think maybe like I don't know if they could even get over there in time to really do anything before he got back over to the wall. There's the side sig. It's gonna grab Himwy. Not enough just yet to get Serenity, but again, Keith in the 1v2, but he's in a pretty good spot here. He has 2 stocks. Serenity is extremely damaged. He's gonna go in that hard off stage just with an unarmed ground pound trying to chase after Himwy.
Now, if this is winnable for anybody, it is Keith. We've talked about a few times during today how good he is in those 1v2 situations. But this is Himwy and Serenity that he is dealing with, 2 titans in Southeast Asia. And this is going to be pretty difficult for him, even with Serenity being that close to being knocked out, because he's not putting himself in a position. Oh, as I say that though, the Sarah is going to connect Serenity though, somehow, some way holding on to that stock as blue team continues to put damage on Keith.
Yeah, you saw Keith playing around that soft platform in kind of the beginning of this, which if we were on Demon Island, he wouldn't have that option to kind of stay safely up there, so he's not in between both blue team members. We're trying to set up the combo. Dude, Keith's lance is so good. I love watching it. Such a bold move going in with that ground pound as well. That was really dangerous. Getting away from that, getting around, getting behind, Keith is so good here.
Himwy chased him down with the side sig, got big punished. Seeing the deficit start to come between these 2 players. Himwy trying to, getting it right back with that Axo, see if he can find a way back up on stage. Whoop throw's gonna hit him in the top of the head. He does get back up on stage. Keith not able to punish the landing. Oh, coming up with the recovery, no punish from Himwy. Oh, Sparky, this is scary. Not gonna be enough. Can he find the recovery? No. Weapon throw out. Keith misses the landing. That Sarah is gonna confirm. Himwy gonna be able to get it done for his team. Keith almost got it done though. Almost.
He was so close to getting it. And the thing was that Himwy wasn't able to find like any KO type moves hardly at all at any point through that. Like he was finding dares on the stage, he was finding some down lights on the stage, he was finding some like side lights on the stage which you follow up into the neutral air, but he wasn't like finding any side airs, he wasn't finding any recoveries, he wasn't finding anything on the signature kit really whatsoever until that side air, that falling side air that he got right at the end to find that KO. Man, Keith almost had that. It was in the tips of his fingers.
Yeah, he's gonna be thinking about that one later for sure. He almost got the clutch, but just like that, Tax Evasion and Keith have found themselves in a very rough position here, is they are 1 game away being sent out of the last doubles tournament of the year. Are they gonna be able to rally back, put one on the board, and maybe get a reverse 3-0, get a reverse sweep here against Serenity and Himwy? I don't know. It's looking a little rough, Sparky.
It opened up with a little bit of a team combo between Keith and Tax Evasion. Unfortunately for the red team, like Keith was just unarmed, so it's gonna really limit his damage output. Tax Evasion, like he had gauntlets, but still, it's not like he had an axe, it's not like he had a hammer, it's not like he had anything huge that's putting up big numbies. Ooh, Tax Evasion just barely getting around. I thought the lance tip was gonna clip his head.
He was able just to get just a couple pixels over, stay out of the way of it. Keith going up. Nice D-light from Himwy. Gonna get punished from Keith though. Gonna send him out of here. But Serenity gonna do a little house cleaning of his own as he's cleaning up the stage here. Keith though staying out of the way of that final knockout move and getting some damage into his own. Team a combo from a red team here is Himwy coming up on stage. Dare back down, trying to find something off stage. How anybody got out of that unscathed, I have no idea. There was so many bodies out in the air.
Serenity did a great job like right before that as well of like throwing his lance in. He really had a great angle on it. There's a double KO for the red team, specifically Keith. But there was a great weapon toss. He didn't ultimately need it because the red team didn't have Serenity in a 2v1 combo or anything. Oh, sorry, Himwy. But he had a great angle on it so that if they did, he would have been able to interrupt with that lance toss. It was a great angle on it, great speed on it as well. It was just beautifully aimed.
Oh, okay, got back under with that recovery. Not a whole lot of force from it though. Taxiivation down low.
Oh, he drifted back into it. The classic.
He came off the wall. He came off the wall, and we've all been there. Your brain tells you have to avoid it, but sometimes to avoid it, you just do nothing.
Yep.
Unfortunately, came off that wall, got caught with it. Stock is gonna go, and now we're seeing a blue team try to finish this out here if they can get something going. Red team's keeping them guessing though. Okay, laying down the signature, gonna go ahead and get Serenity on his final stock. This is looking a lot better for red team for sure.
Yeah, it definitely is, especially with how damaged Himwy is. Like, yeah, if they get taxiivation out of here, which they might do here, there's at least going to be time before he gets back. Oh, he faded out in the end to give Keith as much time as possible, and because of that, he ends up falling. But Keith is in kind of a similar spot to where he was last game. His eyes are going to be set on Himwy. He's the most damaged. He's the one most likely to be knocked out. But Serenity, of course, is going to be the one to take the lead. Sidelight dare. Tried to go for another sidelight, the GC sidelight, which would have led into another dare. Could have been a huge edge guard there for Serenity.
This is actually, I mean, same situation, but it's actually completely different from last game because now it's Serenity that has to carry that weight. He cannot rely on Himwy, and they got it done, and he pulled the book out on him, bro. Got it done. That was a very good work from Himwy and Serenity there. I was kind of wondering if Serenity was going to be able to pull that together there at the end, be able to confirm that stock. Keith had a lot of gas in that last stock, but they played it very well, played around Keith, did not